All right, we're doing a walk and talk with Matt. Matt has problems. So what's going on, Matt?
What, my personal problems?
No, whatever you're going to tell me.
My life. I'm a big believer in superstition. I'm a big believer in environmental change. And
Speaking of superstition, you know the song "Superstition" by Stevie Wonder? That's one of the best riffs ever, and one of the best songs out of the '70s.
Superstition by Stevie Wonder?
And the guy's blind.
Is he still alive?
Yes. And it's in the E flat minor scale, so it's basically all black keys on the piano. Anyway, go ahead,
You know
Matt.
something, John? These videos are going to be here long after both you and I are gone. You know that. These
Well,
videos
I don't know. Well, YouTube swallowed up all my videos once, so if they swallow them up, the only thing that's going to be left is the hard drive, and I'll entrust the hard drive to you.
Isn't that if I outlive you? But I mean, isn't it scary that YouTube can just do that?
It's very scary, but there's a new platform out there which I'm exploring and probably going to sign up for. It's called Rumble. If any of you know Dan Bongino, he started out, him and another guy, where you can go on there and they're not going to censor you and all that, but right now...
Huh? Dan Bongino, he's a congressman.
No, he's not a congressman.
Well, I thought that was a congressman.
He's a former Secret Service man.
Yeah, I thought he was running for Congress, Dan Bongino.
Yeah, one time, but it didn't work out too well for him.
Oh, I thought he won.
So, you know, he gets... I mean, I've dealt with it too. People make a complaint. I had a video taken down because I did a story about a female cop in North Jersey who on the side was making adult movies where she...
The Dominatrix.
Yeah, the guy's got his hands tied up, his arms are up in the air like this, spread eagle, and she's just like a 100-yard dash and gives him a kick in the nuts.
That may be cruel, but it's not unusual.
And it's like, I'm like, oh... So she didn't say anything about it, and she got fired from the job because she didn't put down that she kicks guys in the nuts and makes videos. She
didn't deserve that, John.
I don't think she deserved it at all. It's her own damn business what she does on her personal time. She wasn't a cop then.
And so much for the First Amendment, huh?
Right. I mean, it's different if she became a cop and was doing it.
I don't know. If she's off the clock and it's illegal, it's a legally protected activity, I mean, you have some real First Amendment issues.
Well, you know, code of conduct on and off the job. But again, she did that prior to being a cop, and they say, well, she didn't disclose it.
Code of conduct? Well, if that's not acceptable, then how's it acceptable all these men that get their you-know-whats chopped off and then they parade around as women? How's that acceptable? But what she was doing wasn't. What's the difference?
I don't accept that.
Well, society does.
The hell I want a guy
but you can bet your bottom dollar, okay? If she was a tranny fanny over there and she came back to work as a dude, or a dude came back to work as a woman, the sheriff wouldn't have fired her.
Well, there is a cop out there that was it was a female that became a male, I think it was.
Yeah,
and
couple.
It's on the job. Speaking of that subject, it goes like this. You're born with a vagina, you're a female. You're born with a male penis, you're a guy. Anything else you do, you're fooling yourself. No straight man wants to get in bed with a non-lubricating hole.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
But it bothers me though. That case has always bothered me. How arbitrarily they canned her. That case always sticks with me.
Really?
Yeah. Every time I think about it, it scares me that this is
How often do you think about that story? Because I don't think about it at all.
I don't know.
When I'm going back and looking at my videos.
After I see her picture, after I see that girl's picture, I think about it quite often. She was a very nice-looking girl at Hudson County
She's
Sheriff.
hot. I went and looked at her videos.
Not
so I made that video and I put it up and I put the link to X-Hamster on. YouTube took it down, so I did a few more things to change it, and I put it up and it got taken down. I think I got reprimanded by YouTube, but no doubt somebody was probably. This is back on Gunnison Undercover, and it's probably some mentally challenged woman probably filed complaints with YouTube about it, but who knows?
I know quite a few of those mentally challenged women. But the important thing is this, okay? We've been dormant for a while. There's a lot going on in our worlds, okay? We're just two guys trying to get by. That's about it. And we're no spring chickens. John is 61. I'm 34, about to be 35. We're both, hey, our birthdays, we're both Geminis. Our birthdays are in a couple months. But, okay, we're not going away, folks. We're not going to let this system kick us to the curb, okay? We're going to be making videos. We're going to be running projects, filing Oprah requests.
We got many projects behind the scenes.
Keep me on the road.
yeah, donate to my GoFundMe. No, anyway, we won't talk about that.
Donate to my
Sorry. It just happens, you know. It's like Tourette's. You can't help it. All of a sudden, curse words come out of your mouth. For us, it's all of a sudden we start imitating a citizen journalist.
No, but we're not going anywhere in Monmouth County, okay? We're here to stay. I mean, Richard Conti is our, like, pep rally, the Richard Conti trial. And to see what other revelations come out in the course of this trial, I mean, it should be very interesting. I mean, I'm sure he's been around the block to have some information on everything.
You think that trial will go the full week?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was thinking it'd be done by Wednesday, and he'll be making a deal by Friday.
That jury, I'm telling you what, they're going to have to deliberate on something. If the judge does his job right, there's a lot that they're going to have to think about. A lot with some of those charges.
We'll be overcressing a lot when it's over. Trust me on that one.
I mean, you know something though? I mean, the funny thing is will Andrew Kudrick testify? That's going to be interesting to see.
If we get our hands on that video, all the court videos, oof, I might have to put that on pay-per-view.
I wonder if Andrew Kudrick's a favorable witness to the prosecution. I wonder. I don't think he's as favorable. I mean, they may need his testimony in terms of...
If I was Andrew Kudrick, I'd come on there with the attitude that this guy's embarrassed me, and I think Andrew's going to take him down.
Nah. Uh-oh. You know what, though? I think that he's going to be, maybe publicly, when it first came out, he apologized and this and that. But I think that he is going to help mitigate the damage, especially if he wears his uniform to court and he says what he said. Well, yes, Richard.
Well, if he takes the stance that I took, that look, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't belong in prison. If he takes that stance,
and he tells him about all the good stuff he did. Oh.
Yeah, well, you know what? As I said in one of my videos there, you can do 100 attaboys. All it takes is one oh shit.
And that's a big oh shit.
And it erases all of it.
That's a big oh shit, isn't it, John?
That's right, because they don't remember the good things you did. They remember the bad things you did, because the bad things is what hurts people.
Sad, but true. It's very sad. I mean, you look at presidents we've had, Bill Clinton. What do you think people are going to remember him for? Richard Nixon.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
He redefined it. I remember this was back in the 90s. I was in my 30s, and I said, oh, having oral sex from a female now is not considered sex. Well, I'll try that one on a female next to my hooker. Hey, honey, you know, Bill says that's not sex, so let's get going.
And then he admits that he lied. He admits that he perjured himself.
Well, we know the Clintons are all crooked. But I like Clinton. As bad as he was, I like Clinton.
He was a pretty decent president.
He was a character.
He could have been worse president. Could have been Jimmy
you
Carter.
know, his only big mistake in the world was hooking up with Hillary Clinton. You imagine you work all day long, and you come home to Hillary Clinton with her little cackle.
I heard that he made the Secret Serviceman gag in paper brown bagger.
You gotta put 5 bags on in case any of them break.
But
I look at her now. What the hell's going on? Her whole thighs and ass is exploded.
I don't know.
By the way, she's already pounding the drum. She's going to be trying to run for president. Imagine that. That is going to be the presidential race of the century. Her going back up against Donald Trump.
If he secures the nomination. I mean he's done some things that'll make people think twice at the committee.
Well, you know, the other thing is Bernie Sanders is, you know, he's getting ready to pound the drum to run for president too.
How old is Bernie? Still alive? I thought he was like 110.
He's on that. Yeah, the tuna fish man with the brown suit.
You know he was the mayor of Burlington, Vermont for a long time, Bernie Sanders?
I don't know what he is, but he's an annoying, he's a communist.
It's a socialist. It's a socialist.
You know what the difference between socialism and communism is?
The eye of the beholder?
No. Socialism, the difference between the two is guns. Communism rules with guns, socialism doesn't. It's the same damn thing, except one uses guns, the other doesn't.
Yeah,
and socialism only works until the money runs out.
That's right. That's right. Any system has to be tweaked occasionally.
So, all right, so we're at the parking lot. Later, people.